Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Inna alhamdulillah wa salat wa salamallah wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our Tawheed class, and we are studying the names of Allah. Now, let me explain this class a little better to everyone. In this class, I am going to teach you not only the names and the meaning of Allah's name, but how to take that meaning and incorporate it into your own behavior, your life. And I don't know any other daya who teaches it this way in the West, but this is the way it should be taught. There's a lot of kids that grow up singing Elf, like you sing the A, B, C, D. They grow up singing Allahu Akbar, Allahu Rahman, Allah Ar-Rahim, all of that. No. It's not about memorizing the names, because first of all, Allah has many names. He doesn't just have 99 names. He has more than that, okay? These are just some of the ones that he revealed to us. But when we're supposed to not only know those names, but understand the meaning of it, because if you understand the meaning of Allah's names, you in turn are learning about him. You're learning about him. And the more you learn about Allah, the more righteous you become, the better Muslim you become. And then the Prophet said, not only are we supposed to learn his names, but try to emulate those attributes. We're supposed to take the attributes of those names and try to emulate them within ourselves. And so that's the whole purpose of this class. And so far, we've completed 4 of Allah's names, maybe 6 of Allah's names. Well, it's going to get harder. And like I said, the last time I taught this class, we didn't even make it to 6. I ended up stopping it because it was too difficult. But you guys are doing so much better with it now because you all have grown in your knowledge, your understanding of Allah, your knowledge, your understanding of his deen. So now you can handle this class and do as good a job as you do. Now, will we get to cover all of the names? I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to go as far as you guys can handle. When it starts getting too difficult for you, then I'm going to stop, because I don't want to push you guys too much. And you struggled yesterday. A lot of y'all struggled yesterday. So I don't know, you may struggle today too. So just to rehash what we talked about yesterday. Yesterday, we went over 2 of Allah's names, one of them being wait a minute, let me put my PowerPoint too. Hold on, screen share. Make it so y'all can see. Hold on here. How do you do this again? The portion of the screen. Yeah, okay. Yesterday, we went over 2 of Allah's names. We went over one of them being, and how many we did? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far, which is really good because we couldn't make it to 6 last time. Okay, yesterday we spoke about how Allah is El-Mu'min. El-Mu'min, which is the believer. And we talked about what does it mean when we say that Allah is we say that Allah is El-Mu'min, what does that mean? We talked about that means that Allah is the one who gives truth, existence, and reliability of himself to others. We talked about how does he show that? He shows it, for example, how a tree can be planted in the ground and from that tree can grow a big, tall tree. The fact that diseases and sicknesses all come from Allah, and then he brings about knowledge of a cure for those things. And then we talked about another way Allah shows that he is the one who gives truth, existence, and reliability by guiding some to see and accept the truth and not guiding others. And also we said he shows how he is the one who gives truth, existence, and reliability of himself to others by the way that he governs the universe, how the universe is controlled only by him. Only he can make the sun rise. Only he can make the sunset. So now who can tell us how we chose to incorporate just those 4 ways in which he shows himself to us? How do we incorporate that into ourselves? Who can go ahead and summarize what we talked about with that? How can you incorporate el-mu'min, the believer, into yourself? Anyone? Take the mic. What did we talk about? How did we incorporate that yesterday? And let me look on Facebook and see what we're getting on there too. Anyone? No one's going to start us off? Hold on. Let me make it so y'all can see. Wait a minute. Where's the PowerPoint? Okay. This is how we incorporated that yesterday. We said the simple fact that Allah can plant the seed and grow a tree from it. The fact that he brings about diseases and sickness and cure. The fact that he guides whom he wants. The fact that he governs everything. Everything is controlled and governed by him. We said that we will work to cultivate our knowledge and understanding of Islam. We will work to take advantage of the resources Allah has placed us here for us here on earth, knowing that sometimes they may work for our betterment and sometimes they may not. So we have to learn to accept his decree in things. Okay? We cannot control the universe, but we can control ourselves and our reactions as to what goes on around us to make sure that our reactions are pleasing to Allah, that we do not transgress his limits, nor violate his laws and commands. We also talked about how we can incorporate el-mu'min into ourselves by not worrying about the things that we cannot change, the things that we cannot control, and instead stay calm and trust in Allah that he will get us through those things. Okay, mashallah. That's how we incorporated el-mu'min, the believer, the one who gives truth, existence, and reliability of himself into ourselves. Okay, and then yesterday also, we took another one of Allah's names, el-muhaymin, which means the guardian. What's the guardian? Allah is the one who guards, protects, sees, supervises, and manages all things. We talked about how he shows this by determining what the consequences of the choices we make in life will be. He also shows that he is a guardian by exposing those who do evil and revealing those who do good. He also shows that he's the guardian, the protector, the supervisor, the manager of all things by determining what will happen and what will not happen in our lives. And also by appointing and assigning jobs and roles for the betterment. So we talked about how to incorporate the attributes of this name into ourselves. We said we would incorporate those 4 attributes by holding ourselves accountable before and after we do a deed. And we will think about the consequences of our choices. We'll remember that nothing escapes the knowledge of Allah. He sees everything we do in private and in open. And everything that happens in this world, and I mean everything, the good and the bad, is predetermined by Allah. Okay, and this is important, that part. Everything that's happened is because Allah willed it. What's going on right now in Gaza is happening because Allah wants it to happen. Nothing to do with Israel. Israel don't have the power to do nothing, just like you don't have the power to stop nothing. Everything that's happening is because Allah wanted it to happen, and it's going to keep on happening until He says stop. Until He put His foot down and say stop, it ain't going to stop. So all you can do is make dua, the power of supplication. That's all you can do is pray for the believers, that the believers survive their trials and their tests, and understand that no one is being tried beyond their capacity. What's happening over there in Gaza, those people can handle it, because that's how strong their faith is. Allah will only subject you to what you can handle based on your iman. When your iman gets like that, then that's when you will be tested the same way too, with war. And it's coming. Believe you me, it's coming. Don't worry. You Muslims will have your chance real soon here in America and in Europe. You don't have to put up pictures of things that happened 10 years ago on your Facebook pages. You're going to have your chance sooner than you think to see if you can be as strong, if you can be as resilient as those people are. Okay, so those were the two names we went over yesterday. And you can see by learning Allah's names and incorporating them into your life, then you won't transgress the limits. You'll be able to handle whatever hardships Allah sends to us without transgressing the limits. Okay, so now today we're going to talk about two more of those names. Let me put them on the screen. We're going to do the name. Hope everybody can see it of, wait a minute. AlAzeez. AlAzeez. That's an Ain. AlAzeez. AlAzeez. What does that mean in English? That means the Almighty. The Almighty. The Almighty. What does it mean to be the Almighty? When you break it down in plain English, it means to have unlimited power. If a person is almighty, that means they have unlimited power. Think about that meaning. Allah is the only thing, the only one who has unlimited power. What does it mean to be unlimited? That means that He has no restrictions. There is nothing that Allah cannot do. To have unlimited power, that means there is nothing that I am not capable of doing. That's only Allah. Allah can do whatever He wants to do. Like I said, He created what's happening in Gaza, and it ain't gonna stop until He stops it. Everybody understand that? That's unlimited power. He's the Almighty. Almighty. That's why when you want help in life, when you need help in life, you need to turn to Him. That's why when you need help in your life, you should do like Sister Fatima Ricks did. Take it to the prayer rug. And look how quick Allah responded, Sister Fatima Ricks. Because He is the Almighty. He has unlimited power. AlAzeez, AlAzeez, unlimited power. He can cause mountains to rise and sink. No one else can do that for you. He can cause cancer to go away, to just disappear. Oh, it's all gone. Unlimited power. So now that we understand the meaning of AlAzeez, of what it means to have unlimited power, who can start us off? Give us 4 ways in which Allah displays his unlimited power to us. Take the microphone, because you know I got the screen open. I ain't gonna be able to see what you type. People on Facebook, try it too. Wa alaikum salam. Go ahead.
When I think about AlAzeez, I think about all creation belonging to Allah and how his power exists in all places. And the status and the being of Allah cannot be reached, like cannot be overcome.
Okay, who is that giving this answer?
Producer.
Okay, that's not really getting it. What you're doing is just explaining what AlAzeez means. You're doing the same thing I just did. You just gave another explanation of what it means to have unlimited power. I want you guys to do is now give me an example as to how Allah shows that he is AlAzeez. Give me an example as to how he shows his unlimited power. Everybody get it now?
Okay, I'll go.
Let me look on Facebook too. Sister Sharice, do you understand? Anybody can type what that word AlAzeez means. Sister Sharice, I want you to now give me an example to illustrate how Allah is AlAzeez. Give me an example, Sister Sharice, to show how Allah, his power is unlimited. This is the hard part. The easy part is to copy and paste. The hard part is to show an example, because if you can show an example as to how Allah is AlAzeez, that means you understand the meaning of it. So now it's about proving the meaning. Sister Zarina, Sister Sharice, Fatima Abdul Qayyum, everybody go ahead. And Sister Norto, was that you? Let me hear yours respond.
That was me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say for this one, how Allah shows this to us is only Allah is the one who has the power to hold the universe in place, such as the mountains and earth, so they don't crush us.
Okay, so how would you word that? Allah has unlimited power. He shows this by holding the earth and moon. Would you say moon or mountains?
Mountains.
Okay, moon and the earth and mountains.
In place.
In place. Okay, that's one way.
And
let me make it smaller too, so it doesn't end up rolling into the other thing. Okay, this is one way. This is one way, or as to how Allah shows to us that he is AlAzeez. You can look and see how the earth and the mountains stay in place. The earth rotates, but we don't even feel it. This shows how powerful he is, how the mountains stand strong. They don't fall. That shows how powerful he is. Anyone else? Give me another example as to how Allah shows that he is AlAzeez. Sister Sharice, Sister Zarina, people on Facebook, give me an example as to how Allah is AlAzeez. Let's see what we got on Facebook. Okay, that's not showing. Okay, Sharice said, His unlimited power to create. Okay, creation is another name. That's a different name, Sharice. I want you guys to see this ain't easy. Okay, you want to give an answer that has nothing to do with creating, because creating is a different name of Allah. We're not talking about how Allah is the creator. We're talking about how Allah is AlAzeez. You understand, Sister Sharice? So this has nothing to do with his creation right now. Show me through give me another example as to how Allah shows us that he has unlimited power. This has nothing to do with creation. This is power. Show me his power, Sharice. Let's see what Zarina wrote.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wait a minute, let me read Zarina's first. Because Facebook claims I be ignoring them. Let me get them today.
All right.
Okay, Zarina says an example is when Allah sends us. Okay, that's a different name. Sister Zarina, that's a different name. Allah is the one who provides sustenance. We're not talking about sustenance. I want to know unlimited power. Unlimited power. Unlimited power, Zarina, not sustenance. That's a different name, an attribute. Let's see what else I got. Anybody else? Let's see. Let me look. I'm looking at Facebook first, guys. Okay, Sister Laylee. What does being a judge have to do with unlimited power? That's a different name of Allah too. Yes, Allah is the most honorable judge, but guess what, Laylee? We ain't on that name yet. We're on AlAzeez, which means the Almighty. The Almighty. This is a person that has unlimited power. Nothing to do with judging. This is about power. So your answer is not correct either, Laylee. Let's see. Sakina. Sakina said, AlAzeez, providing knowledge to relieve, heal. That's a different name. We're not talking about knowledge. We're not talking about healing. We're not talking about relieving. We're talking about unlimited power. Different name, a different attribute, Sakina. This is not easy, is it, guys? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Now Zarina's talking about a pit bull. Okay, what does a pit bull got to do with a law? Zarina, your pit bull story has nothing to do with Allah having unlimited power. You're going to give me an example as to how Allah is AlAzeez, the Almighty. He has unlimited power. That has nothing to do with a pit bull. Everybody got it? Try it again. Okay, let's look at Sharice's answer here. Unlimited power. She says sending down calamities to destroy whatever he wants. Now, her son answered this. Let me make a point here. We have the wonderful hadith, whereas the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, every child is born in the fitra. This is a hadith that most Muslims do not understand the meaning of. What does it mean? He said that means that every child, every human is born in submittance and acceptance and belief in Allah. You can go to a 2-year-old child, a 2-year-old, and say, where's God? And they will automatically say, up there, up there. A 2-year-old, you ain't never told that child about God, but where's God? Up there. That's the fitra. Look at how you guys are struggling. You can't tell me. You can't give me an example of Allah being most almighty. showing unlimited power. But look how it comes natural to the child. Her son said, an example of Allah's unlimited power is how he sends down calamities to destroy whatever he wants. We can't do that. Good job, Brother Muhammad. That's an example of Allah's unlimited power. See how the children, they're born in submittance to Allah. It's the parents that make them become Christian or Kafir or pagan. Okay, good job, Brother Muhammad, right here. He sins, or how does he show us this? By sending calamities to destroy whatever he wants. Y'all get it? That's unlimited power, Laylee. It has nothing to do with judging. It has nothing to do with a pit bulls arena. It has nothing to do with, is you got to show power, the power of Allah. I can destroy whatever I want. That's power. That's power. It's not about knowledge. It's bam, power. It's not about creation. Power, bam. I'm powerful. Y'all watch watch Marvel, Thor. Y'all watch Thor and Iron Man. The power they have. Thor, he can bam, destroy. The power he can do. Subhanallah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, how does Allah show his unlimited power? Sister Sauda said, okay, the same answer. By sending calamities. Good job, Sister Sauda. You gave us a similar answer as Brother Muhammad. Good job. Okay, but Sister Zarina, take it to Allah. You didn't say Allah stopped harm. You was talking about a pit bull. And the first part, don't talk about you. Talk about Allah. That's the mistake that Sister Sauda made yesterday. For the first part, we're showing how does Allah show us. So you're going to tell me something about Allah. This is Allah's attribute. How does Allah show us his unlimited power? By holding the earth and mountains in place, by sending calamities. You're not going to give me a story about what happened to you when you was a child. You're going to tell me about Allah. The second answer, the second part, Sister Zarina, you can take it to yourself. Y'all understand? Let's see what Fatima Abdul Qayyum said. Same thing that Sister Sauda said. Okay, that's the calamities. Okay, y'all did better on Facebook today. Calamities. Yeah, he sends down calamity. It was Brother Muhammad, the child, that came up with it first. Okay, now people on Zoom. We need two more examples. How does Allah show that he is AlAzeez, the Almighty? A person who is almighty is one who has unlimited power. Give me two more examples, people on Zoom.
Alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Wherever it is. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Ezra. How about the fact that no one else is able to cause the earth to rain or stop the rain but Allah?
Okay, that's still calamities and all that.
Okay.
Let's get away from the earth. We already done put the earth and calamities in there. Make your answers not relate to the earth and calamities, but the other things now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Sarah.
Can I say that Allah showed the unlimited power by showing us he will never die? He had the power unlimited, eternally.
That's a different name. That's a different name, a different name. That's another name. That's another attribute. Allah is never die. That's too much of another name. Anyone
like
else?
What I mean is his power is like eternal.
That's another name. He is the eternal.
Okay.
That's another name and attribute. I want this to relate to AlAzeez, to unlimited power. Unlimited power. I can send calamities to destroy whatever I want. And I can send any calamity I want. And also, he can make any calamity occur. That covers y'all's tornadoes and stuff like that. He can send tornadoes, earthquakes, or whatever. That's all the same answer. That covers that stuff. Give me another one, a third one, guys. Uh-oh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well,
I was going to say, he is the only one who commands with one word to say be, and it becomes. Like he's the only one that commands.
Okay, I can do, but that's really hitting on another attribute.
Okay, never mind. How about, okay, to him, or the ultimate reward and punishment only comes from him?
Okay, that's a good one. Hold on, let me move it up some too. Okay, good job. How does Allah show that he has unlimited power? He can reward or punish. We can do that. He can send blessings. He can send blessings or punishment. And the thing is, most people don't know the difference between the two. And most don't even know the difference between the two. A lot of people look at what's going on in the world over there in Gaza. Is it a blessing or is it a punishment? It depends on the individual there. For those who are strong believers, it's a blessing. What's going on in Gaza right now is a blessing for the believers, but for those who are hypocrites, I was looking, let me put this down. Here we go. Every time something happens in the Middle East, here comes these Western Muslims who don't live over there, who couldn't live over there if you put them there. Here they come with their rallies, their demonstrations. How many of you see these people posting up rallies and demonstrations about Gaza and Palestine? Look at the people in attendance. 60% of the women in attendance do not have hijab on. Or if they got a rag on their head, they have on tight pants and body shirts. What is this? You're protesting about what's going on in Gaza. Look at the men. Most of the men don't have no beards. A few of them got cigarettes hanging out their mouth. Mm-hmm. Hello. You're protesting. You're demonstrating. Look at you. Subhanallah. We need to wake up. Western Muslims, we need to wake up. You want to get all politically, and outraged over what's happening in another part of the world with people who come from a different lifestyle than you, people who are stronger in their iman than you. You don't see those women walking around naked. You don't see those men walking around with cigarettes hanging out their mouth, talking about free Al-Aqsa. SubhanAllah. But and that just trips me out. All these demonstrations and rallies with flags and banners and all of this. You ain't got no hijab on. You're naked. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. And we need to fear Allah. Okay, so again, we're talking about here Allah's names. And his name, AlAzeez. Only Allah can send blessings or punishment. Is it a blessing or a punishment? For the believer, for the practicing Muslim, any calamity that happens to them, including war, is a blessing. Allah says he sends war as a means of cleansing the earth of corrupt leaders. And believe it or not, guys, there are a lot of corrupt leaders on this planet. A lot of corrupt leaders. Okay, Allah sends war to cleanse the earth of corrupt people. There's a lot of bad people, just like when you look at those videos that some of the Muslims are posting on their Facebook pages with these rallies, and you count the women who got hijab on and count the women that don't. Count the women who are covered as they should be, like I am, in complete hijab, and the women that's not. They got a little rag on with a flag on their head, but they breast is showing, hot pants, tight jeans. It's a punishment for them. So this is a great example of Allah's name, AlAzeez. AlAzeez. Only he can send blessings or punishment. And most people are not even aware as to whether or not it's a punishment or not. If you ain't practicing your deen, it's a punishment. If you a strong believer, then it's a blessing, because Allah is ridding the earth of these corrupt people. Just like a lot of people ask me, Sister Layla, why would Allah send war? And you guys, those of you who are posting up pictures, by the way, I want you guys to know a lot of the videos and pictures that you see people posting on Facebook about Gaza are from 15, 20 years ago. There's a lot of people posting up pictures of dead babies and children. When that happened 15 years ago, those pictures are outdated. And those are people that's just doing nothing but trying to rouse your emotions to hope that you can help support a terrorist group. Hello, and don't send no money nowhere, because ain't nothing going in Gaza. I got the word from the people that live there. They said, you tell your people on your website, Layla, do not send nothing, because Gaza, they not allowing nothing in here. Anybody that's asking for money belongs to a terrorist group. Everybody got that? You want to help? There's only one way you can help people in Gaza. You got to go through the United Nations to do that. And ain't nobody going through no United Nations. Hello. Okay, so, you're posting up these pictures of dead children and dead people. You have no humility. You don't even honor the dead. Like the prophet, when they had that battle, we were talking about it yesterday in our Zoom room. When the prophet's stepsister, Shema, when they had the battle of Kabar, the prophet asked the companions, did y'all drag her through the battlefield? You had the nerve to expose her to the dead people? Her dead people? Have some shame. Show some respect. You people posting up those pictures of dead people on your pages from 10 years ago, you have no respect. You're not honoring the deceased, number one. And number two, a lot of people say, well, why would Allah send war and kill children? Y'all remember the story of Al-Qadr. Y'all remember the story in the Quran of Al-Qadr. When Moses, my husband, Moses, thought that he knew more than anyone. And Allah introduced him to Al-Qadr, who knew more than him. When Al-Qadr killed that child, that 8-year-old child, Moses thought it was cruel. Why would you take the soul of a baby? And Al-Qadr said, because you didn't know, you don't know what that child would have grown up to be. That child's parents were so righteous, so good. That child would have grown up and did so much evil, would have broke his parents' hearts. So Allah took the child's soul. to spare the parents the shame. Don't ever question why Allah does what he does, guys. Allah says he sends war as a means of cleansing the earth of corrupt, bad people. And he sends war to test the believers to see if they put him first and foremost over any and everything, including their children. Don't cry for any dead children, because first of all, those children are flying around the throne of Allah. And Allah did a favor to them. Allah took them off this earth to prevent them from growing up to be held accountable for the things that they do. So those children, don't cry for the deceased children, and stop posting those kids' pictures on your Facebook pages, especially pictures from 15, 20 years ago. They ain't from today. You ain't fooling nobody, and don't think that Uncle Sam ain't watching you too. Hello, you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. All right? So Allah sends war. Allah sends calamity. Allah sends hardship. Sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes it's a punishment, depending on where you are in your belief of him. Does everybody understand that? All right, another example. Give me one more example as to how Allah shows us that he is AlAzeez, how he has unlimited power. Give me another example as to how Allah has unlimited power. Sister Rashida, it says it when you read the hadith books. That's why the hadiths are an explanation of the Quran. You will never understand the Quran until you learn the hadiths. The hadiths explain. The hadiths explain the Quran. The whole story of Al-Qidr is in the hadith. From A to Z, the whole story. All right, anyone else? Sister Rashida or whoever, give me an example of how Allah is AlAzeez. Okay, let's see if Anissa can do it without filibustering.
Let me try this. Let me try this. Okay. When everything's ended, Allah is the only one that judges and sends us to hell.
Okay, remember, judge is a different name.
I didn't want to say judge. I didn't want to say that.
We're talking about power.
Allah has the power after he's ended everything.
That's another name, the end. See, don't go to another name. Allah is the beginning and Allah is the end. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about how he has unlimited power. The way that he holds the mountains, the earth and universe in place, that shows power. The way he sends calamities to destroy whatever he wants. And the fact that he can make that calamity whatever he wants, an earthquake or tornado, that's power. The fact that he can send a blessing or a punishment and you not even know which one it is, that's power. So keep it on that way, Anissa. Don't go into all this filibustering about other names. Y'all got it?
I can't get it.
It has to show power.
It comes, say it, but I can't.
It comes so easy for the children. So easy for the kids, because the kids are born this way in the state of a fitra. But it's harder for the adults, especially the older we are. Come on, somebody else. Latifa.
How about the knowledge of the unseen?
That's another name. That's a different name. We're talking about power, not knowledge. The fact that you said knowledge, that's knowledge. No, we want power. Power, almighty, in my power.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How about he has the power to change one season to another one? To make
that's covered by the earth, mountains, and all that.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Who is this?
It's Habiba.
Okay, Habiba usually gets it right. Come on, Habiba. Sure.
How about like how Allah controls our body? Like we are able to move, walk, talk. Our body doesn't move on its
That's
own.
something dealing with creation.
Oh.
That's a different name. That's all creation. Oh, Norto. Norto talking about hell and heaven. That's creation. That's creation. Laylee, raise 1 or 2. No, that's different too. That's something, that's knowledge and something different. I don't understand what she's, wait a minute. Reword that, Laylee. Laylee, that's, you're almost there. Rewrite that. Fatima, Qayyum, life and death. No, because you know what a hypocrite could say? Well, all I got to do is pull this gun out and shoot you. I just took your life. I gave death too. Nope, that's too, nope, Sister Fatima, that's not power, because I can take a gun and shoot you in the head. Nope. Rashida. Sister Rashida, as far as the groups that you are on in social media, stay away from those groups about people arguing about Gaza, because the government, not only here in America, but in Europe too, they're monitoring everybody's social media page, looking for the terrorist cells, because nobody in no country wants another 9/11. So stay away from those Muslim sisters that are ignorant, because you'd be surprised how many Muslims are part of terrorist groups. I'm just going to come out and tell y'all, be careful. There's a lot of Muslims that are affiliated with terrorist groups. So stay away from them people, Sister Rashida. Anybody that's talking about a caliphate and what's going on over there, to that point, you run away from them, because they are probably affiliated with terrorists, and you don't want your government knocking on your door in Ireland. I just found my long lost family member. Her name is Rashida Pierce. That's the Viking blood in Layla Nashiba, one of my long lost relatives. I don't want to hear about one of my long lost relatives in jail because she hooked up with some terrorist people in Ireland. So don't worry about them sisters. Brother Melvin, give me an example, you brothers, as to how Allah is AlAzeez. Let's see. Let me see what Laylee. No, that's not it, Laylee, because I can praise you and put you down. We're talking about power. His power that no human can duplicate. Almighty, something that only he can do. You don't want the hypocrites to say, well, I can praise you. No. This is not that easy. Come on, y'all. One more answer. People on Zoom, go ahead. Latifa, what did you come up with? You're a teacher.
I've been thinking, because it looked like all of them been answered, because I had calamity and I didn't get a chance to say it. So
yeah, my mother put that down too. My mother did good. I'm proud of my mother today.
Yeah.
Okay, AlAzeez means the Almighty. He has the unlimited power. You see this by the way he holds the earth and mountains in place, the universe. I'll put that, the earth, universe, and mountains in place. By the way, he is the one that sends calamities to wherever he wants. And it could be a tornado, an earthquake, whatever. And only he can send blessings or punishment through war, for example, and other calamities. I'll put that there too. Y'all like calamities? I'll put that there. One more, anybody? One more example as to how Allah shows it.
I still say only Allah places in paradise or the hellfire.
Okay, you still
Gotta
talk
be in
about
there somewhere.
creation. Paradise is a creation of Allah.
Oh,
Hell
okay.
is a creation of Allah. We don't want to know about his creation. We want to know about his power.
Can I say one thing? It might be wrong.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Habiba.
Sorry. I was just gonna say only Allah can make a person a believer or a
Creation. Y'all can't get past creation.
Okay, can I try it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
This might be wrong, but I said Allah is the one who has power to command the angels and jinn to do whatever you want.
Creation.
How about Allah having the last word? Like when we try to achieve something.
That's the last. That's a whole totally different name.
How about that only he can heal?
That's an attribute. I want AlAzeez. I have to have unlimited power. Y'all think about the Avengers.
What about him being on the throne?
The Queen of England has a throne. The King of Saudi Arabia got a throne. What does it have to do with unlimited power?
The supreme throne. I don't know.
Power. Think about the end game. How many of you watch the Avengers? Look at the powers.
Allah has the power to snap us out of existence.
That's calamity. Y'all got that. That's y'all. That's one of y'all named it, to destroy.
Layla, do you have one for us?
Yeah, I got about 10 of them, but I'm hoping that y'all can get it. Y'all almost there.
Shoot.
Only Allah got the power to give us genders, like females or male.
Amen. Okay, let's hear the children.
Like
there you go. See how the children, Fatima Qayyum, your son is right, but we already got it. Her son said another example of his unlimited power is the controlling the universe, but we already gave that answer. See how the children know. It's you adults that can't get it. Who can create the solar system? Only Allah. That's it. You look at the solar system, that's power. That's power. Better than Thor. Better than Loki. Power. Allah mentions a lot of his powers in the Quran. All of you who claim to be scholars of the Quran and people who have memorized the Quran by heart, y'all can't think of not one verse that shows how Allah has power when he talks about his power over and over in the Quran.
Miss Lay's sister Isha wants to answer. She said Allah has the power to show people miracles.
No. Come on, guys. Get the children to answer again, Fatima. Sharice, ask your son. They'll come up with it. Sister Zarina, that's a different name. Guiding and misguiding is not power. That's guiding and misguiding is guidance. That's a different name of Allah. Allah is the guide, but we're not on that name yet. We're on power. Come on, guys.
Can I try this one?
Let's see. Latifa, you better get it.
I hope. Inshallah. He has the power to blot out our sins.
No.
Okay.
Allah speaks in beautiful verses of the Quran. For example, Surah Rahman, Baqarah, about some of the power that he does. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam conveyed the message, when he received the call to prophethood, what are some of the examples from the Quran that he used to the Quraysh to get them to believe in Allah's existence based on his names? There's so many that y'all can't remember from the Sunnah. How the prophet would talk to Abu Lahab, Abu Jahal, and tell him, do you see how this happens? And how that happens? Only Allah could do that. That shows his power. Y'all can't think of not one. The children came up with these. Y'all can't come up with one. I could come up with 1,000,000, Anissa.
Sister Israel, help me.
Another one. Allah can turn night into day and day into night.
Yeah, but we already put that down before.
Assalamu alaikum. Splitting the moon.
Which one?
Splitting the moon.
We already got the earth, universe, and mountains. All right, we already said the earth, he shows us power through the universe, the earth, and all of that.
Layla, my brain is bleeding. I'm tired thinking.
Okay, one more example that I'm surprised none of y'all showed the power. How a ship can sail
across the ocean
on the sea.
Woo!
I can't believe y'all didn't think of that. Something as simple as that. That's power.
The two bodies of water that don't overtake one another.
That too, y'all. That's
salty, one
but
not.
this is even better. This is even better.
Jeez.
How a ship, a big boat, can be on top of the ocean and not sink and sail. That's power. Allah causes that. Y'all couldn't think of that. Those are the type of examples when the prophet would, and when you go to an unbeliever being one who doesn't believe in the existence of Allah at all. How do you give dawah to an unbeliever? You give them dawah by using Allah's names. And for example, if I want to show a kafir the power of Allah, look at that. You see how that ship sails on the ocean? Look how that person's rowing that boat. That big boat is standing atop. That's power. That's Allah. Man can't do that. You can't do that. You know, those are the type of examples that we use. Like look at that mountain. See how it just stands there. Look at the earth, how it spins and without flying through space. Look at how a bird, y'all didn't even come up with that. A bird can spread a little wing and fly. That's power. Power that only Allah can cause to happen. Y'all didn't give none of that.
Yeah. I thought about that, but it all fell under the creation.
Nope. Creation means to make a bird. Creation is to make a human being. Creation is to make an insect. We're talking about that insect being able to fly, to float in the sky.
We're thinking too hard.
Yeah, y'all overthinking it.
Yeah.
You're making it hard on yourselves. You're overthinking it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is really, look how easy it came for the children. The children probably laughing at y'all because it comes easy for them because they're born in already with the fitra. That's what the fitra means. It's easy for the children, hard for the adults. Okay, so these are the the four attributes of AlAzeez. There's others we could have come up with too, but these are four attributes of AlAzeez, of how Allah has unlimited power. He shows his power by holding the universe in place. He shows his power by causing calamities to come and go through whatever means he desires, through a tornado, earthquake, war, whatever. He also shows his unlimited power by sending blessings or punishment. And the thing is, you don't even know if it's which one it is. And also he shows his unlimited power and how a ship can sail on the sea. Something that's simple. I thought y'all would come up with that. No, creation is to make something. I didn't ask how the ship is made, but how the ship sails on the sea. You understand, Sister Zarina? Not how a bird is made, but how a bird is able to glide through the sky. That's not creation. That's power. Gravity. Gravity is power. Who can create gravity? Hello. So now that we took all this time coming up with 4 examples, let's turn these examples into attributes that we can apply to ourselves. How to apply to oneself. And start with the first one, guys. Start with the first one. Okay, hold on, let me make this thing. I hate to, but this is better than using a whiteboard, though. It really is for me. Tell you, I don't like using no whiteboards. Okay, hold on. Whoever's faulty mic, which is probably Latifah's, it's probably Latifah's faulty mic that's bumping and sound like you passing gas or something and all that, you know. Latifah, you can start us off. Show us how we can take the fact that Allah can hold the universe in place. How can you turn that into an attribute for yourself? Latifah.
Okay, now my mic was off, Missy, so whoever that was.
Can y'all look at it here? Who? Let me see. It's probably Anissa. It is Anissa. Okay.
Hey, there ain't no sounds coming from my house.
No, but it sounds like somebody's bumping up against something.
Oh.
That's probably you bumping up against that phone. Hello.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, it stopped. It's Latifah.
My mic just came on.
No, it's the bumping. That's the bumping of your table. That's you, your mic. You need to get that, put that phone down where it won't be shaking up against the table.
It's sitting on its own.
Well, stop kicking the table.
Girl, quit trying to make up stuff. Not mine. Now.
Come on, Latifah. How can you take that first attribute and apply it? The fact that Allah has the power to hold the universe in place. How can you turn that into an attribute for yourself? Come on, Tifa, you good at this.
Would it be that I would look at all of his glory that he has, and let me see, I'm trying to put it in words. I'm like Melion now, my words are all over the place. I would respect the fact that all of these things exist, and that's not what I want to say.
Y'all come, that's why I keep telling you, y'all the ones keep coming up with that universe stuff, but we can work it. It's harder to work it. I would have came up with more simple stuff like the ship, the bird flying through the sky, because I could really work that stuff. But come on, we can help Latifah out. Y'all came up. Who came up with this first one?
Norto.
Norto?
Dang, putting me on the spot, Sister Awa.
Come on, Norto. How can you take the fact that Allah shows power by holding the universe in place and turn it into an attribute for yourself?
Okay, I'll give it a shot, even though it might be wrong. So since Allah holds the universe in place,
how can you turn it into something for you?
I would show this in myself to hold myself accountable for the actions I do.
That's a good one. I'm surprised at you.
Yeah, Sister Ayla!
There you go. There you go. Let me start it off. Wait a minute. Let me make it red too. I hate this, y'all. Some things can't replace a real school. I can hold myself accountable for the choices, decisions, and actions I make in life. You better be glad that I'm an author, I'm a writer, I'm a poet, that I can put words together. Girl, let me make this different. Yeah, different size too. Okay, good job. She started us off. Anybody else? How can you incorporate AlAzeez as an attribute for you? I can hold myself accountable for the choices, decisions, and actions I make in life. What about the second one? How Allah sends calamities to destroy whatever he wants. And he can make that calamity be whatever he wants it to be. Come on, y'all. Y'all the ones that came up with the meanings, the examples. The hard part is making it an attribute for you. This is the hardest part. How you going to turn that into an attribute? Good job, Norto. How you going to turn sending calamities to destroy whatever he wants, and how that calamity can take on the form of anything he wants? How can you incorporate that as an attribute? Zarina, what do you think?
By not complaining about the weather, like if it's raining, but not say, oh, I hate when it's rain, or something like that. Otherwise, he will send the earthquake, the tornado.
I will work hard to not complain about, like we said yesterday, the things that are beyond my control. Every time y'all talk about calamities, that takes us back to that, to not complain about the things that are beyond, and which is something that we need to stop doing. Because as you guys can see, when you break down the meaning of Allah's names and turn them into attributes, you're going to see the same attributes over and over again. This is about the third time we come upon the attribute of not complaining. And it makes sense because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the pagans of this nation are those who do what? Complain. So now do y'all see why the Prophet emphasized, don't complain, don't learn to accept the qadr of Allah. Mm-hmm. You're going to see that the attributes that are said over and over and over again are all the things that the Prophet Muhammad emphasized over and over and over. This is the beauty of Islam. This is the perfection of Islam. Other daya need to teach what I'm teaching like this, because this is how you learn what you need to work on the most. I need to work on accepting the fact that I can't change everything, but I can handle it. I have to make myself be an acceptance of handling it. So this is the fourth time or third time we come across that in an attribute. I will work hard to not complain about the things that are beyond my control, and instead learn to accept and make the best of those things that are beyond my control. You guys understand? Good job on that one. What else? Let me make it smaller so we can see the other ones. Okay, how are you going to turn the fact that Allah can send blessings or punishments? And how a ship can sail on the sea. How are you going to incorporate those two into attributes of AlAzeez within yourself? Go ahead.
Can you put on the screen? I can see.
It's there. It's on the screen.
We can't see it.
No, we can see.
Oh, y'all can't see? Oh, wait a minute. Let me do this screen share. I hate that screen share thing. Okay, now y'all can see. Can y'all see now?
Yes.
People on Facebook, get it together. Let me see what they got on Facebook. Sakina said, pray for guidance and protection during times of calamity. Okay, that's basically what we got there. Good job, Sakina. No, this ain't about watching your actions. Let's see. Okay, listen to what the child said. The child said, he will protect me, even though humans have doubts. Okay, Allah can send blessings or punishments. That shows his unlimited power. Listen to what Yusuf said. Even though humans have doubts that are impossible, it still could be possible because Allah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is the Almighty? Okay. Oh, he's talking about the guidance. Okay. Sharice, she said, I can work hard to destroy my bad habits and make an unintelligible decisions. That's good. Hold on, let me type that in there. Okay, Allah can send blessings or punishments through calamities. And also he shows his unlimited power by the fact that a ship can sail on the sea. Sharice, I can work hard to destroy my bad habits or to rid myself. Okay, let me write that down. Good job, Sharice. I can work hard to rid myself of those habits. Those habits and decisions that can be detrimental to myself. Okay, I can't stand that bumping grind. I'm gonna have to mute you, T, for that bump and grind is kind of bad. Okay, I got it muted. Anyone else? Come on, what about the ship sailing on the sea?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Good job, Sharice.
Can I see the last part? I didn't see it. I can't see it.
I'm screen. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know how to do it. There it is.
What about I'm not gonna give I guess unlimited power to my past, and like similar to the ship, I'm gonna let it go. Does that?
Okay, that's good. Poetic. I will work hard to leave behind all thoughts and past experiences that may stand in the way of my journey. Is that good?
That's better.
Or keep me from my journey. That may keep me from moving forward in my journey. Good job. Anyone else?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I will try saying that I will be more patient in life, knowing that Allah will lead me to the right path if I try my best and believe in Him.
Is that AlAzeez? That's patience. You talked about a good attribute for patience.
Like the leading, like the way he lead the ship to the place where like the unknown.
Okay, that's the journey. Well, that's what basically we cover that with Meliums. Leave behind all thoughts and past experience and what else? And only concentrate on that which will better me in my journey forward in life. Okay, let's see what else. Let me look on Facebook. Patience, Sister Laylee, is a different name and attribute. You're hitting on patience. I don't want anything on patience. Norto said, stay on the straight path. Exactly. That's what Mameleon and Umi Barrow saying. Good job. Gratitude is a different attribute, Sister Sakina. Sister Zarina, I haven't seen anything from Zarina that's applicable yet. I see Sister Zarina still struggling with this. Okay, but mashallah, let's look what we got so far for this name. Okay, Allah is AlAzeez, which means He is the Almighty, which means He has unlimited power. He shows his unlimited power to us by holding the universe in place, by sending calamities to destroy whatever he wants. And that calamity can take on the form of whatever he wants. He also can send blessings or punishment through his calamities. And also he can allow a ship to sail on the sea. So those are examples of Allah's name, AlAzeez, AlAzeez, AlAzeez. How can we take these examples and make them attributes to be applied in our lives? Well, we can hold ourselves accountable for the choices, decisions, and actions we make in life. We can work hard to not complain against the things that are beyond our control and instead learn to accept them and make the best of them. We can also work hard to rid ourselves of those habits and decisions that can be detrimental to ourselves. And we can work hard to leave behind all thoughts and past experiences that may keep us from moving forward in our journey, and only concentrate on that which will better us in our journey forward in life. MashaAllah, good job, guys. It took us all that time, but look at how we broke that name, AlAzeez, down. We pondered the meaning of it. And look at how we now have applied it to ourselves, how we can apply it to ourselves. And again, with many of these names, you're going to see repetition, such as calamities, which is not complaining about the things that are beyond our control, learning to accept them and make the most of them. That's something that we really have to strive to do as humans. Because like the prophet said, we get caught up in those things that are beyond our control to the point where we end up associating partners with Allah, not accepting his decree, which is what you see happening around the world right now. Other dayas should be doing classes like I'm doing right now. Other dayas should be trying to tame the people because the Muslims are very emotional and the Muslims are not as intelligent as others are. We allow our emotions to get the better of us and we transgress as a result. Other daya should be trying to appeal to the people by using Allah's names like I'm doing to calm them down, to get them to understand that some things are beyond your control. So what you do is make dua because Allah is in control of this stuff. And Allah ain't testing nobody beyond their capability. Hello. If these famous daya would give a class like I'm giving, we wouldn't have all this drama, but I only have 20 followers. There's only 20 followers of Layla Nashiba. I keep telling y'all, I got my little 20 followers. That's it. I can help 20 people. That's about it. All right. People posting up pictures of dead bodies and stuff on their pages instead of posting up Layla Nashiba's lectures. All right, so good job on that name. Let's look at another name of Allah. How about this one? AlJabbar. 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 It's Jabbar, not air. AlJabbar. Am I pronouncing it right, Faiza? Jabbar.
Jabbar.
Say it again.
Jabbar.
Jabbar. Okay, y'all hear how to pronounce it? Jabbar. Jabbar. Okay, this is an Arabic word, which is one of the names of Allah. What does AlJabbar mean? It means the compeller and the restorer. But of course, we don't understand English words. Even though English is our language, we have a hard time. What does it mean to be a compeller? What does it mean to be a restorer? Pay attention, Anissa. To compel, to restore. This means this Allah is the one who drives forces and returns others to their former condition. Many of you were talking about guiding to Islam and not guiding and all of that. That's AlJabbar. AlJabbar. Allah is the one who drives and returns. Allah is the one who can drive to something better, and Allah is the one that can return you back to something former. Do you guys understand that meaning? Allah is the one who can drive and return back to your former state. Hello, this should be easy for y'all. So now that we understand the meaning of AlJabbar, AlJabbar, let's now give examples as to how Allah shows us that he is the one who drives forces and returns others back to their former condition or state. Hello, beautiful name. Who's going to start us off? And by the way, let me put my PowerPoint share on. Sorry. Share screen. There it is. Y'all see? AlJabbar, the compeller, the restorer. Allah is the one who drives forces and returns back to its former condition. He can drive you forward. He can cause you to return back. He can drive anything forward and cause anything to return back. Give me examples. I can think of a million examples of this. Sister Fardowsa, you should be able to do this one good. A million examples of this. Go ahead, somebody start us off. Samira? Yeah. Oh, Samira got her hand up, y'all. Samira never speaks. Go ahead, Samira. You go ahead, girlfriend.
Yeah, on the day of judgment, you know, like we all die and then Allah will resurrect us. And also another example is
Allah causes the body to return back to dirt. Man can't do that. A body dies, what happens to it? What's it called, advisor? Decomposes. Allah causes the body to decompose and return back to dirt. Good job, Samira. Y'all get that? Y'all see that answer that she gave? That's one. Come on, give me some more. Latifa, this is easy. Is that Latifa with the squeaky door?
No, Salaam alaikum. It was Ummi. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Walaikum salam. Go ahead.
How
does Allah? Yeah, go ahead. This is easy.
I wanted to say, like, from baby, being weak, being a baby, being taken care of, and Allah will cause you to grow old and go back to being taken care of, like old age, where you cannot do much for yourself.
Allah causes one to grow from infancy to old age. We see it every day, the aging process, how we age. We start off as a little bitty baby and look at us. We become old women, old men. Good job, Ummi Barrow. This was easy. AlJabbar. 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 Okay. Anyone else? Give me a third example as to how Allah shows that he is the one who drives forces and returns others back to their former state or condition.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Like, for example, how when you're going through a hardship, only Allah can cause you to overcome it and like give you the strength to make it through.
Allah causes one to overcome their hardships. And as a result, become better, stronger people. Okay, good job. One more, guys. One more example as to how you can incorporate it. Let me move this.
How Allah restores a seed to grow back into a tree and so forth.
Well, we already did the body decomposing and stuff.
Okay.
I was thinking about how Allah can put you in a high status and take you down.
There you go. Who was that?
Fame.
That's what I'm talking about. Allah can give and take away. Cause one to go from rich to poor. Good job. That one was easy. AlJabbar. Let me see what they put on Facebook. Okay, let's see. Good job, Zarina. Allah can remove or increase the trials. Good job, Sister Zarina. You got that one. Okay. An example is when Allah allows us to wake up from sleep. That's a good one too, Zarina. Okay, that's a good one, Layli. That's a good one too, Layli. That's what I was looking for, what Sharice wrote. He can guide people back to Islam after they go astray or leave it completely. Good job. That's what I was looking for. Why didn't none of y'all put it in your answers? He brings to Islam. He brings some into Islam and takes some out of Islam. Look how many of you raise children to be Muslim, but those children decide to take on another lifestyle on their own. They go to become Christians, born again Christians. That's the terrible thing. But it happens a lot with our nation. We have a high apostasy rate, just like the Amish people. They got a high apostasy rate too. Okay, but good job. Let me move this up some too. Okay, so now let's look at the attributes we came up with. Let me make it a little smaller so I can have room here. How does Allah show that He is the one who drives, forces, and returns others to its former condition? Well, He shows this to us by causing the body to decompose and return back to dirt, by causing one to grow from infancy to old age, by causing one to overcome their hardships. Good job, Zarina. And becomes better, stronger people. Allah giveth and Allah taketh away. He can cause you to go from rich to poor, poor to rich. Also, Allah can bring into Islam and Allah can take out of Islam. Hello. So now that we understand how Allah is AlJabbar, how can we incorporate these four things that we came up here into attributes for ourselves? Let's start with the first one. Who's going to start us off?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, wa alaikum salam. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I should recognize or just remember, keep in mind that I shouldn't get too attached to the life of this world, and remember that I will, like, my body will eventually decompose and I'll return back to dirt.
I will not attach myself too much to anything here in this world, because everything here is temporary and will eventually fade away. Okay, good job. Anyone else? Give me some more examples as to how we can turn those 4 examples of how Allah shows us that he is the one who drives, forces, and returns others to their former condition. Give me another example as to how we can incorporate that into our lives as attributes. Come on, guys. Easy. This was an easy one. This is one of my favorite ones to play with. Anyone else? Let me look on Facebook too.
For the second one, I was thinking about doing as much good deeds as I can while I'm young. Because, you know, when I'll probably be weak at old age. So try to do as much as.
Good job. I would do as many good deeds as I can while young and able. And there's many hadiths. You can, guys, remember many hadiths that we go where the prophet says, take advantage of your youth, take advantage of your health while it's good. This is all based on AlJabbar. Remember, guys, Islam is a reflection of Allah. It's a lifestyle reflective of Allah. Allah wants us to take care of ourselves and do as much good as we can when we're young and able. He doesn't want us to procrastinate, put things off to when we're old and unable. He's AlJabbar, and he wants us to incorporate that into ourselves. Come on, guys, more. Allah giveth and taketh away.
Okay, I would say if I'm stricken with hardship, I take it to Allah so that I could be stronger, make more supplications, and do it to him to help me get through my hardship. Yay, no?
Okay, you were kind of fading in and out.
Okay, I said that if I'm faced with hardships, I would take it to Allah more than just try to deal with it myself, you know, make dua, more prayers to help myself get through the hardship, and know that Allah is the one that can handle and give you help with these type of things.
Okay, I take it to Allah for guidance and help. Good job. Come on, somebody else, more.
How about humbling ourselves? If we are rich, like humbling ourselves and not becoming arrogant because just because we have money and look down on others.
Okay, I will humble myself and not look down on others. Realizing, or accepting, or in acceptance. In acceptance of the fact that what I have can be taken away from me. Okay, let me see on Facebook. Good job, Norto. We got that down as an answer. Take advantage of your health. Behind every hardship comes ease. Okay. Also, realize, let me make this smaller. That behind every hardship, or after every hardship, every hardship, including what's going on in Gaza, comes ease. Okay. All right, let's see what we got so far for this name. Let me make it a little smaller. And by the way, guys, I want y'all to take, since this is not posted up on my website anywhere, because I'm teaching this as we go along here. I want y'all to take pictures of it on your cell phone or screenshot it. here she comes. Let me cut her off her mic. I knew that was Sabrine. Always Sabrine with that mic. Okay. Let's see what we come up with for AlJabbar. AlJabbar. Allah is the one who drives, forces, and returns others to its former condition. He shows us that this is him through the fact that the body will decompose and turn back to dirt. Also, a person can grow from infancy to old age. Also, one can overcome their hardship and as a result become a stronger, better person. Also, he shows us this by giving and taking away. One can go from rich to poor and vice versa. And finally, by bringing some into Islam and taking others out. So how can we now in turn incorporate these 5 examples of how Allah is the compeller and the restorer into ourselves as attributes? Well, we will not attach ourselves too much to anything here in this world, because everything here is temporary and will eventually fade away. We will do as many good deeds as we can while we're young and able. And when faced with hardship, instead of trying to handle it ourselves, we will take it to Allah for guidance and help. We will humble ourselves and not look down on others in acceptance of the fact that what we have can be taken away from us. And finally, we will realize that after every hardship comes ease. MashaAllah. All that from realizing that Allah is AlJabbar and applying that those attributes into ourselves. Good job. So now let's look at what we came up with today. Today alone, we did 2 names, AlAzeez, the one who has unlimited power. How can we apply this name as attributes to ourselves? Well, we can hold ourselves accountable for the choices, decisions, and actions we make in life. And we can work hard to not complain about the things that are beyond our control, and instead learn to accept and make the best of those things that are beyond our control. We can work hard to rid ourselves of those habits and decisions that can be detrimental to us, and instead work hard to leave behind all thoughts and past experiences that may keep us from moving forward in our journey. And we should only concentrate on that which will better us in our journey in life. And we will not attach ourselves too much to anything here in this world, because everything here is temporary and will eventually fade away. We will do as many good deeds as we can while young and able. And when faced with hardships, instead of trying to handle them ourselves, we will take them to Allah for guidance and help. And we will humble ourselves and not look down upon others in acceptance of the fact that what we have can be taken away from us. And finally, we will realize that after every hardship comes ease. We learned all that today. All that today, just from the 2 names of AlJabbar and AlAzeez. Any questions on this? Let me save it too. Any questions on those 2 names? You guys see how it is? And when you put it together and read it, now imagine how good that's going to read when we put them all together. And like I said, you will hear repetition of certain attributes, The ones that are repetitious are the ones that we need to work on the most as humans. And so far, the one that we keep naming over and over again is accepting the decree of Allah, not complaining against the decree of Allah. You see why the prophet said the pagans of our nation are those who cannot accept Allah's decree. You got people right now demonstrating about what's going on over there in Gaza. I want y'all to open up your eyes. Don't be narrow-minded. Look at those people who are demonstrating, and I want you to count how many women have on hijab, how many women do not, how many women are dressed according to the laws of Allah, and how many are not. How many men have beards and how many do not? How many people do you see with cigarettes hanging out their mouth? And they're the ones petitioning. They're the ones complaining. They're the ones making a scene about what Allah is doing in another part of the world with people who do wear hijab, people who don't smoke cigarettes, people who live La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah every day of their life. Okay, any questions or comments? Brother Ahmad, remember, you can make any supplication that you want. He's asking me, you can say whatever you want in your supplications. Does everybody understand that? You can make a supplication for Allah to give you a Mercedes-Benz car if you want. You can say whatever you want in your personal supplications. Okay? A person can pray for whatever they want. I can pray for some more lipstick. I can make dua asking Allah to give me a better shade of lipstick because I'm sick of this shade here. It won't stay on like Nortos. But Nortos dry my lips out. You can make whatever supplication you want in your personal duas. Okay? But when you make your supplications, guys, you want to include the best things. You want to include in your supplication things of benefit. You should be asking Allah to give you the knowledge of this religion and understanding of Islam. Remember, the Prophet said, the best thing that you can ask Allah for is knowledge and understanding of this deen, because unfortunately, most Muslims do not understand Islam. You see it. Look at how they're reacting to the worldly events. If they understood Allah's names, they wouldn't be acting the way they are. If they understood the meaning of Allah's names, you would hear more lectures like I'm giving being done. Okay? Everybody understand that? Allah says in the Quran, Brother Ahmad, do not die in any other state other than a state of Islam. What does Islam mean? Total submission to him. That's the only state that any of us should want to die in. You shouldn't want to die in any other state other than total submission to Allah. Allah says that in the Quran. Don't die in no state other than total submission to him. It's only those of us who die in submission to him that have a good ending. Those of us who don't die in total submission to him, they're the ones that don't have a good ending. Any other questions? Does everybody understand how this is done? Sister Sharice, Sister Zarina, is it making better sense to you? Sister Zarina, is it becoming more easier to you? You did good today. Anybody on Zoom? Are you guys getting it better? Is it making better sense to you, Anissa, and the rest of y'all here?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Latifa?
Yeah, this makes sense.
You understanding it better too, as a teacher?
Inshallah.
Am I presenting it in a good way as a teacher? I'm asking your professional opinion.
Until you talk about my phone making noise, yes.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You can't hear it, but we hear it now. Y'all hear it? It's like it's I don't know. What is up with that phone?
I don't know. It's
is it wind blowing on it?
I'm sitting in a chair. Nothing is on. Not even a light bulb is on.
That's
weird.
I'm
not moving around. I'm sitting here.
Did y'all hear that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at your phone when I come there in a couple of weeks. Cause it's like
someone's tapping on the mic. Like,
yeah, that's what it feels like. Something's tapping the mic.
Like this.
Yeah. It's weird, Latifah.
Well, I don't know. I got it leaning up against something.
It might be her just breathing.
Oh, now my goodness.
Is her mic that sensitive?
My sister's
like,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's like something is rubbing.
Yeah, like something's rubbing up against it. And your answers are so good, Latifah. I love your answers. That's why I wish you'd fix that mic.
Alhamdulillah. I'm glad to hear something positive, my love.
Yeah, for real, it is. Your answers are that you're a good teacher. I can tell that Sister AlJabbar would be proud of you.
Especially, I couldn't talk in her class at all. I couldn't even speak. We had to give up and give a speech, and my whole body would just be shaking.
You are a great teacher, a good teacher. You know, you got the patience and you have the way of putting the words together. And that's what I'm asking you, because am I doing a good job teaching? I'm asking your professional opinion. Am I teaching this well? Because this is a hard thing to teach. Am I breaking it down simple enough for the people? That's what I'm asking.
Down where it could be understood. And I think a lot of us are getting a lot out of this because the way you're breaking it down with the attributes and explaining to us what they mean, you could look at it more so than just saying, oh, he's merciful. And then you just leave it at that. And then you start to understand more about what the mercy and his peace and all of those things are. You know?
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to make sure, because like I said, this is a hard thing to teach, and like I say, very few Daya teach it this way. I don't know any in the West that do here, you know, but
you know, you're still recording, Sister Layla?
Yeah, what do you? Of course, I'm recording. I want this on recording.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
And then on recording, you'll be talking about my phone.
Too late.
It's good I do have it. That way, when the people watching on YouTube, they know what that noise is. You'll hear it. When you hear it on YouTube, you'll see what it is. We're going to figure it out when I come back there. Okay, any other questions on this, guys? Because this is not an easy thing to teach. It's not an easy thing to do, as you guys can see. You know, it's not about memorizing how to say his names or singing all the 99 names of Allah. And by the way, Allah got more than 99 names. It's about understanding the meaning of those names and then applying them as attributes to yourself. That's the hard part, as you guys see, breaking down the meaning and then applying it as an attribute to yourself. This is something that most Muslims cannot do, but we need to do. And if we could, and then once we do that, what about what's going on in Gaza? Is this allowing you guys to look at what's going on in the world in a different way? That's another thing I want to talk about right quick, which is why I'm still recording too, because it needs to be on tape. Yeah. Now that you guys understand 8 of Allah's names, you understand how Allah is Ar-Rahman. You understand how Allah is El-Malik. You understand how Allah is El-Quddus. You understand how Allah is El-Muhaymin. You understand how Allah is El-Muhmin. You understand how Allah is As-Salam. You understand how Allah is all these things. What is your outlook as to what's happening in Gaza now? Has that impacted your thinking as to what's happening in the world today? Has it impacted how you handle the happenings of the world today? What do you guys have to say about that? Part 2 of the class today. Anyone, get on the mic. You can use your camera. Does this help to give you
Yes.
guys a grasp on how to handle what's happening in the world today and how to look at it?
Yes.
How?
It's helping me not to let my emotions overtake myself as I see things or hear things, knowing, understanding that Allah is always in control. It's Allah's decree, but still, as humans, seeing the suffering of other people, it also affects us. But this learning the attributes of Allah the way we're doing it, and every teacher can teach us, Layla, regardless of what, because you know when we're saying the wrong thing. That's an amazement to me. As we're answering the questions, or as we're trying to attempt to say what we think is coming from our emotions and from our hearts, you're understanding completely, no, that's not quite it. That belongs somewhere else. That everybody can't do that. No way in the world everybody can do that. So alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm affected.
What about the rest of you? Is this giving you learning? Because remember, the Prophet taught us as Muslims the way to deal with life's problems and life's hardships is by pondering the names of Allah. Remember, we talked about that? Things that we can do to increase our faith, things that we can do to keep our iman strong. We can ponder the signs of Allah, ponder Allah's creation, ponder his names and attributes. Do y'all see how pondering Allah's names and attributes can give you a grip on how to handle yourself at the face of trial? Anyone else? I really want to know if this is working, because I'm teaching this class to give you guys the tools you need to not fall and transgress the limits of Allah and become one of those ignorant terrorists out there. Or you end up posting all that crap on your Facebook pages like so many Muslims are posting, which is ignorance. It's humiliating. And it's old, most of the stuff. Is it anyone else would like to share? How is this helping you to get a grip on what's going on in the world? Anyone else?
I learned that there's nothing we can do for them. Just pray for them, make dua for them, because like we learned today, only Allah is in control. Only Allah sent the calamities there for a reason, and only Him can take it away. Like we said today, like in every hardship there come ease. So we know that just by learning that there's nothing we can do for them, and all they need, the true believers that are there, they know that all we can do for them is just make a dua, and that's it. We cannot do anything else but just make dua.
And do you guys understand that Allah tests us according to our knowledge and understanding of Him? You know, that there's no trial, be it even war. If Allah afflicts you with war, you can handle it. Otherwise, He wouldn't have brought it to you. You know, some things are a blessing and some things are a punishment, depending on where you are in your faith. As we had Sister Zainab, is she in here today? That Sister Zainab works for the United Nations. She goes over into those countries. She goes into Gaza. She's been there many times. She goes into Syria. She goes into these war countries. And she's part of that United Nations thing. That's what she does for a living. And like she said, there are a lot of corrupt people. There's a lot of corrupt people in government. There's a lot of corrupt people, period, who try to keep the enmity going. So Allah sends this war to cleanse the earth of these corrupt people. He sends war to cleanse the earth and rid the earth of these terroristic tyrant rulers and leaders and shady people that plot and plan. But Allah is the best of planners. Allah is the best of plotters. You know, so again, guys, I really hope that you guys understand, you know, all that emotional crap. Throw it in the toilet and look at the people who are showing the emotions. It ain't the people in Gaza. They're strong and resilient. It's these Western Muslims who don't have hijabs on, or they got a piece of a flag tied around their head, but you see they butt, they behind, they ain't got no jilbab on, and they have no beards, but they got cigarettes hanging out their mouth. You know, they're the ones that can't handle anything. Don't fall, guys, into the ropes of Shaitan. Don't become a pagan of this nation. Everything that happens to us, good and bad, comes from Allah. He is the controller. We're going to talk about that. That's another name. Wait till we do that name. How Allah is the controller. He's the one who wills it to be. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments about any of this? All right. Just to let you guys know too. Exactly, Sister Sharice. Just to let you guys know too. Good job, Fatima Qayyum. Since Ramadan is over, I will be resuming my our what we call it, open forums on Sundays. But I was just waiting. I'm gonna get with Sheikh Morsi, and we might change the time. This class is so important. That's why I'm doing this, especially with what's happening in the world. The only way that I can try to reach you guys to not transgress the limits is by teaching you what it means to believe in Allah and how to incorporate that belief in your life. But unfortunately, it's only 20 people that listen to me. Please try to share me on your Facebook page so we can try to get more Muslims to listen and benefit from what I'm teaching here. And I thank God I do put it on YouTube, because it seems like I got a lot of people that follow me on YouTube than I do that come to the classes. Okay, but I'm going to try to put the forums back. I might make a different time because I want to make sure that the forums include Sheikh Morsi. So I'm going to have to try to schedule the forums around Sheikh Morsi's time. Okay. So in fact, I'm going to call him later on tonight and see what time he wants to do it. And we'll start the forums back up. All right. And also, before we end, please, guys, remember, we are a non-taxable website. We're always in need of donations to keep our website going. Your donations go to cover our webinar and all our expenses with Zoom and the servers we use. We are a tax-exempt organization. Our money doesn't go anywhere but into a bank account to cover the bills here, to run this website and pay for the programs I use to make the videos and the SoundCloud and the YouTube and all that stuff. And we're always in need of donations. Please donate to support this dawah effort. If you would like to keep on having this place to come to learn Islam and its truthfulness, please support us. Go to Sunnahfollowers.net, click on make a donation so we can cover our website expenses. MashaAllah, you guys have been paying the expenses for the past month or two. Thank God, because I can't help because I retired. But may Allah bless y'all for that. And also, just to remind everybody, we do have this Zoom room open. The Zoom room is open 24 hours a day. Feel free to come in here and talk or share. If you're going through a crisis in your life, you're going through a hardship in your life, you just having a hard time understanding things, or you just need someone to talk to, join us here in the Zoom room. Because most of the time I'm here. Even if we have a lecture playing or something, call my name. Okay. And if I'm here, I'll get on that mic. Okay. We're here to help each other. We're here to support each other. Okay. All right. So I'm getting ready to close it out. Just to remind everybody, don't forget we have the Hadith class in a couple of hours. Make sure you guys are here for that. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.